Hey everybody, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're going to be talking about DragonBall Z Budokai for the PS2. DragonBall Z Budokai is a fighting game developed by Dimps for the PS2 and for the GameCube. Originally released in November of 2002, they ported it to the GameCube the next year in October of 2003. Today we're going to be looking at the PS2 copy of the game and reviewing it. Currently, a complete PS2 copy of the game would cost you about $10, and the GameCube copy is running a little more expensive at about $16. The back of the case describes Budokai as a showdown of legendary proportions. With 4 screenshots of gameplay, they claim that you can follow the DBZ animated series from the Saiyan Saga to the Cell games, face off with 23 mighty warriors, unlock, collect, and trade devastating skills with friends to create the most powerful fighters in the universe, and battle at blazing speeds in the Burst Zone. Inside the case, the disc looks fine. It does have a design, and while basic, it does work and still catches the eye, so, that gets a pass. Then we have the manual, which is a great example of how to make a fun, engaging manual. It does a great job describing the different game modes, and also gives you fun tips and information in the form of Hercule and Master Roshi segments throughout the whole manual, which is pretty neat. It also includes great art from the series, alongside all the information and the extra Hercule and Roshi segments. Overall, this is a great manual. And it came with this notes section in the back. I remember these notes sections. Manuals used to have these all the time, and I'm not sure I've ever seen one actually filled out. I've never written in them. I don't know if you've ever written in them, but I've literally never seen these filled out. The game also came with a nice double-sided poster with moves on one side and a picture of Goku on the other. The game itself has to be one of the first absolutely great Dragon Ball Z games. Before this, we had things like Ultimate Battle 22 and GT Final Bout, which were not good games, but Budokai was actually a fun, engaging experience. It did its best to feel like a hyper-condensed version of the show, and immediately upon entering story mode, you're basically shown the anime intro and dropped into the Saiyan Saga to begin fighting your way through all the highlights in the story. In between fights, you get quick synopsises of the story, and it's really presented like the show used to be, with even the same voiceovers and the same build-up of, on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. This continues all the way through until the end of the Cell Saga, and it ends with the final Kamehameha attack on Cell to end the story mode. As you progress through it, you do get to unlock quite a few fighters in the game for World Tournament mode and Versus. And honestly, it was refreshing to play a game where things were locked behind progression again and not just DLC. The good old days, if you will. Story mode, however, does have a few more tricks up its sleeve. Following some what-if scenarios as well as some stories with other characters, there's a little more to go through and unlock the rest of the fighters in the cast, which was pretty nice to explore those extra chapters after completing the main story. Versus mode and World Tournament mode both had a good amount of replayability to the game, along with the Mr. Popo shop where you can spend Zenny earned in World Tournament mode, unlock more moves and customize your characters with different abilities and kind of make them more your own. Overall, with all 23 characters on the roster and all the customization capabilities, Budokai was one of those games where you could get sucked into it for a long time. And it didn't really just feel like a cash grab, it was a genuinely good game. Overall, Budokai was an amazing game for its time. One of the first fun DBZ experiences I can remember on console. Getting to play through the story and fight as the characters was a big deal. And it honestly felt like the show. It felt like you were playing the show. And getting to go back through and play it again for this video was a blast. I definitely still recommend this game today. I think it's held up really well, graphics and gameplay wise. And I would say if you like DBZ or you even think the game looks interesting, I would definitely give it a play. It still holds up. So thank you for watching another video on the channel. We're still learning and still kind of getting there, so hopefully these small review and retrospectives are something you enjoy, and if they are, please give me a subscribe and help me get to that 100 mark so we can get that custom URL. I also do have a Twitch channel where I play pretty often, twitch.tv/cdian, where we just kind of go through story games. Every now and then I'll do a speedrun or something, but mostly just kind of casual play. So yeah, hopefully you will come back for another video and hope you have a nice day.